Hey YouTube, this is Leah from Airsoft Arms 100, and today I'm going to be reviewing the JLS 2012A, which is basically an electric blowback P99. Let's get started on this review. With the gun, you will get a mock silencer, a 15-round banana-style magazine, a rail system, a red dot sight, a flashlight, a very small cleaning and unjamming rod, batteries and a charger, a sample bag of about 75 really bad BBs. Don't use these. This is what I recommend you to do with these. Throw them in the garbage and you should be good. A small baggie of screws and brackets to put on all your accessories, but I don't recommend that you use any of the accessories except the silencer. And you will get the JLS electric blowback P99 airsoft gun. Alright, now I'm going to show you the box. It's very nice. You have a nice picture on the front here. Very nice box. On the side. Other side. Side. And the back are some other JLS guns. And on the inside, just styrofoam. Regular old styrofoam. That's the box. Before I start the review, I'd like you to note one thing. The slide on the top here, it started to split right along here. So what I did is I put two pieces of regular old Scotch tape and wrapped it around there. You can't really see because I colored it black with a Sharpie. So I would do that, and if it breaks, and then color it black with Sharpie so it kind of blends in. And while I was at it, the entire front, from where my finger is over, towards the barrel, so from here over, was all orange. See how it's shinier there than the rest of it? That's because I colored it with a Sharpie. Well, that's what I would recommend doing, but leave the front black, and then leave the front orange, and then this entire little U down here was also orange, but I think it makes it look a little bit cleaner. But don't color the entire thing because you will probably get arrested if you have an airsoft war and you get caught with it. So leave the front orange, guys. That's all I'm going to say. Just like to note that before we start. Now I'm going to show you guys how to put the mock silencer on. Now you're going to be thinking, wait a second, there's no threaded barrel on this. How do I put this on? It won't screw on. I'm screwed. Well, you might be kind of confused at first, but you're going to want to pull this back, and you'll see that this orange tip is removable. You spin it counterclockwise, sorry, and it should pop right off. There that is, set that to the side. Get your mock silencer, and I'd like to note that the mock silencer used to have a sticker right there, where those smudges are, that said power device self-assembling. And so what I would do is, I would put this in here, and spin it until you see it drop in like that, and then spin it clockwise. And then you should have no problem. It shouldn't come off. I think it looks really awesome with that on there. So that's the mock silencer. Now I'm going to show you guys how to put your included batteries into the charger, and do not use regular everyday batteries for this, whatever your company is, Energizer or whatever, because I used those kind of batteries, and it just kind of made a sound. It kind of went it was really weird, and it didn't blow back and work correctly. So I actually just plugged these in and waited 1 hour for them to charge. That's my recommended charging time for these, and then they work fine. So what you're going to do is, see these springs? You're going to want to put the flat end of the battery, not the end with the notch, towards there, and so at the end it'll look like this. That's what it would look like. Now that you have your batteries into your battery pack, you're going to want to shut it, just like that, and then plug the charger, which is right here, into the battery pack. You cannot use a smart charger because this doesn't have a Tamiya connector, which you need to use a smart charger, so obviously you can see the difference between the two connectors. Sadly, you cannot use a smart charger with this. So just plug that in there, and then get a plug such as this, plug it in, and you will see a red light come on. This tells you that it's charging. It charges for about 1 hour and you should be good to go. But make sure to use your entire battery life before you charge it again, because these batteries are an iCAD. Now that our brand new airsoft gun is all charged up with its batteries, you're probably going to want to shoot it. So what you're going to want to do is you get the magazine out. There's no mag release, which would be right there on a real P99. You just press down on that, the mag would come out. But on this gun, you just got to kind of get your finger around there and kind of pull it out. Like you saw earlier, it is a banana style magazine, which is a con for me about this gun, because you can't really buy these anywhere to have extra ones, and they're very weird. I mean, it's when have you ever see a pistol mag like that? So what you're going to want to do is get your regular, .12 gram BBs, because this gun is only getting about 200, if that, FPS. So open that up. You can load 15 rounds into this magazine. You get this side of the magazine and simply just load it in. No, you can't use a speed loader because of the awkward position of where the BBs are. So, and they're kind of hard to load a little bit. You get the hang of it. You got to kind of put it at the top and then like push down at a 90-degree angle, and then kind of put it in there. And that is how you load the magazine. Now to insert your magazine back into the gun, pretty simple. You just put it in there and it should fit fairly nicely. And this is how the magazine would look inside of the gun. It would kind of be like that. So the barrel is like 6 inches long, which isn't too bad for a pistol. Alright, so now let's start to review the gun. First thing you'll notice about it, none of the switches on the gun whatsoever. Not the mag release, not the safety, none of them. None of them work. None of them. Absolutely none of them. It's all just molded plastic. And the actual switches that work are the safety, which is right here, the fire selector, which is right here, the slide, and the trigger. And it's entirely made of plastic. Here's what the blowback sounds like, because I know all you guys want to see this. Alright, so this is semi. And this is full. Yes, it does shoot very slowly. And this gun can definitely not hold up to a gas blowback, WeTech or KWC, something like that. Can definitely not hold up to something like that, but it's a great beginner gun because it comes with so many awesome accessories. Now, here's the safety trigger right here. Now, to fire the gun, if you just squeeze the trigger, it can't do anything. You can always freely pull the trigger, but as you can see, nothing will happen. To fire the gun correctly, you're gonna have to hold this button down when you grip the gun, which is very comfortable with these nice molded grips. Fit your hand very nicely. And so you're gonna need to hold that down. You know you're holding it down when you hear a click. Hear that? That click. And then you can shoot. Yep. And it makes a really bad sound when it blows back, which is definitely a con about this gun. Fire selector is right here. Now if you point it towards the barrel, the position it's in now is semi. The position it's now is full, so semi. And then you can do fully automatic by switching it towards the trigger guard. And these batteries aren't fully charged. I've used them quite a bit. So that's pretty much that. Now, looking at the trades right here, it says JLS 2012. Right there, it says Made in China. On the other side of the pistol grip, it says IS. And that's pretty much that. And as you can see, the grips are very nice. It has a nice textured plastic here. And then the grips are very nice. It fits your fingers really nicely. And this curves to your hand, so you can fit it for like maximum comfort. It's really nice grips for such a cheap gun. But what takes away from the awesome grip is this trigger, because it's really hard to hold in sometimes. It can hurt your finger a lot. So what you're going to want to do is, I don't really mind having to hold that in, but if you really don't like it, wrap a piece of electrical tape around there. And then you can just, It'll just fire without having to hold that down. Now here are the sights, which I'll zoom in on. Alright. Sorry for the weird camera angle here. Alright, so here are the sights. They're not painted or anything, but what I'm going to do is put a little bit of whiteout on there to make it easier to line up. So, sorry for the blurriness there. It's kind of close. Alright, so everything is plastic, like I said, except the inner barrel. It's made of really cheap pot metal. It can move around a lot. You can see that. I really don't want to do that though. And overall, for $12 off of Hobbytron.com, it was on sale. Now you can get it for like $20 or something like that. It's a great deal. You couldn't beat that price. You can get a version with all the tactical stuff on it, or you can just get a plain version. I like the plain version better, but that wasn't on sale, so I just got the one with all the tactical stuff. But it's a great deal for $12, and I would definitely recommend this gun for a beginner because it's way better than your cheap and crappy spring clear airsoft pistols if you're a beginner. So that's pretty much the review of the JLS 2012 B, or A, sorry. Now, stay tuned for the shooting test. It's going to be posted on my channel in a few days. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.